Hello my dear students, how are you all? I am Vashubhi, your teaching buddy, and I welcome you all to study class 3 science with me by Science Horizon Acknowledge by a unit of Amit Publication. So we are going to study chapter number 9, soil and rocks. So let's move on. Okay, let's see what all we have to study in this chapter. First of all, we'll learn about how is soil formed, what are the uses of soil and rocks, correct? Now, we all know that we have been playing in soil, we see soil when we are in the ground, our feet get touched with soil. So what is this soil about? The top layer of the earth's surface on which plants grow is called soil, correct? Now, soil covers most of the land on the earth. Maximum part of the land of the earth is covered with what? Soil. Now, how is soil formed? Soil is formed from rocks. Basically, soil किससे बनता है? Rocks से, पत्थरों से. Large rocks break into smaller pieces to form soil. जो मिट्टी हमें मिलती है, that is formed by breakage of large pieces of rocks. Wind, rain and the heat of the sun are some of the factors that help in breaking the rocks. It takes millions of years for rocks to form soil. So the soil which we usually feel when we are in the ground or we are running over land, that soil takes millions of years to form with the breakage of rocks. Soil formation is a continuous process and is happening around us even now. ये non-stop एक constant process है जो कि चलता रहता है. We don't realize it, but it keeps on happening. So heat of the sun, then rain, wind, they all break these rocks, big pieces of rocks, and then ultimately we get soil in this form. Correct? What are the different types of soils? Soil is not the same everywhere. हर geographical area में soil same नहीं होता. It differs according to the climatic conditions. Different types of soil are found at different places. There are 3 types of soil: clay soil, sandy soil and loamy soil. So clay soil वो क्या होता है? It has the smallest particles. Clay soil has the smallest particles. It becomes sticky when wet. तो ये इसका थोड़ा सा स्टिकी नेचर होता है, एज द नेम सजेस्टिंग. क्ले जैसे स्टिक होता है, स्टिकी होता है, मॉइस्चर होता है. सो इसका मॉइस्चर कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा है, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज स्टिकी. Plants do not grow well in clay soil. It is not very good for plants. Sandy soil consists of a lot of sand particles. It is grainy and coarse. So sand को आप जब ऐसे लेते हैं, that it flows down from your hand, so it is grainy and it is coarse in nature. बहुत ज़्यादा fine, बहुत moist ऐसा नहीं होता. It is loose. It is very dry and it cannot hold water. इसका nature बहुत dry है. Plants do not grow well even on sand. Now we have loamy soil. It is a mixture of sandy soil and clay soil. Correct? Now it is not very dry, not very moist. So plants grow well in loamy soil. So which kind of soil is good for plants? Loamy soil. So we have clay soil which is moist, sticky. We have sandy soil which is dry and coarse, and loamy soil just जहाँ पे ये fertile land होता है, which is good for agriculturing and farming. Now what does soil contain? ऐसा क्या soil में होता है? We may think soil is just mud or dirt, but it contains many different things. Soil contains living and non-living things. If you take soil, अगर आप soil लेते हैं and look at it closely, you will find that it has dried leaves. Soil में बहुत सारे parts and particles होते हैं. उसमें dried leaves होते हैं, कुछ sticks होते हैं, small stones and pebbles होते हैं. So it contains various things in it. You may see some dead insects in it, microorganisms, insects, ये सब भी होते हैं. Ants, earthworm, dead and decayed plants and animals are there, and it is called humus. So in together ये जो decayed and decomposed materials जो soil में होता है, इसको कहते हैं humus. Humus provides useful material or nutrients and minerals for the growth of plants. So basically जो हम लोग plant का जो root है which is buried in the soil, उसको न्यूट्रिएंट्स कहाँ से मिलता है? फ्रॉम ह्यूमस. सो जितने भी डिकम्पोज डिकेड पार्ट सॉइल में होगा, इट विल ग्रो रिच इन मिनरल्स एंड न्यूट्रिएंट्स which will be beneficial to the plant. Now soil contains air and water. If you take some soil in a glass and pour water over it, you will observe bubbles coming out of the soil. These are bubbles of air present in the soil. So अगर कोई पूछता है how will you prove that that soil has air in it? So if you pour some soil in a glass and pour water, bubbles will start coming out. That proves that soil has air in it and it also contains water. Correct? तो soil में क्या क्या हो गया? It has humus, it has nutrients containing various living and non-living matters. Also, it contains air and water. What are the uses of soil? It is used in many ways. Like they take up water and minerals from the soil. Who? Plants. Then minerals are useful things that help plants in growing. Without soil, plants would not grow. Plants का existence soil के बिना है ही नहीं. They cannot grow without the support of soil. So there would be no animals and hence there will be no life on earth. Soil is needed to grow crops. Crops are plants and rice and wheat that we eat as our staple food. We eat crops grown in soil. Without soil, there will be no crop, there will be no food to eat. Many animals live in soil. Rabbits make their burrows in soil. Some animals such as ants and snails, they live in soil. तो soil habitat भी है बहुत सारे creatures का, animals का. Earthworm है, snake है, snail, rabbit. So earthworms dig small tunnels into the soil. This makes the soil good for crops and plants to grow. That is why an earthworm is called farmer's friend. Soil is also used to make kacha houses with bricks and pots. So soil बहुत लोगों के where people are living in village areas or in such areas where pakka houses are not easily made, so there they make kacha houses using bricks, soil and pots. Okay. Now how should we protect soil? Now God has blessed us, nature has given us soil. Our duty is to protect the soil. How? So it can be washed away by water. Soil can also be blown away by strong winds. We should protect soil. We can protect soil by planting more trees. Roots of large trees hold soil together. आप जितना plants grow करेंगे, जितना afforestation करते हैं हम, however trees we are growing, so what happens? Soils will be intact with the help of roots of the trees. So it does not get washed away by water or blown away by wind. Now coming to rocks. Rocks break down into pieces to form soil. Correct? ये हमने सबसे शुरू में पढ़ा. Now rocks have a wide variety of uses. Rocks are of different types. They are used for various purposes. For example, granite. Granite एक ऐसा rock है which is used in making floor tiles, kitchen slabs. ठीक है? Now marble is another type of rock which is used to make tiles, statues, then buildings and monuments. So we have granite, we have marbles which are used like this in building houses, temples, building and kitchens, anything. So here we have finished understanding the chapter. Let's recall some useful points. Soil is formed from rocks. Large rocks break into smaller pieces to form soil. Different types of soil are formed at different places. We may think soil is just mud or dirt, but it contains many different materials. Earthworms dig small tunnels into the soil. Soil can be washed away by water. Rocks break down into pieces to form soil. Now answer a few questions. Name these three types of soil. So three types of soil are clay soil, loamy soil and sandy soil. What is humus? So humus is the layer which is formed by decomposed and decayed materials, and soil contains lot of living and non-living materials. It contains insects, it contains ants. So together all these things they make humus, which is a fertile product for crops to grow. How is soil formed? It is formed by breaking of large rocks into smaller pieces with the help of air, wind, sunlight. Why is loamy soil said to be the best soil for growing plants? Because it is a mixture of clay soil and sandy soil. So it is neither very dry nor very moisture or wet content is there. So it is appropriate for growing of plants. Write any three uses of soil. So soils are used first of all for plantation of trees. Then it acts as habitat for so many animals and creatures like ants, snails, earthworms, rabbits, and it is also used in making kacha houses in some areas. So, my dear students, this was all about the chapter soil, and this was quite an easy chapter. But you again have to learn the chapter sincerely and again try to answer those questions on your own. So till then, stay excited for the clamp of our another video and stay happy and healthy. Thank you so much.